Hey guys, it's Friday of week 8. We only have a few more days of class and the final exam is due Monday. A few students have asked about this question, and so I wanted to work it out for you. Let me also say that on some of the essay questions on the final exam, there may not be a link to StatCrunch. And your fix for that is to just move ahead to a problem that does have StatCrunch and just open it and then go back to that question you need it at. Just don't close out that StatCrunch window. All right, let's work this sign test problem. This is 13.2.15. A study was conducted to find out whether children of battery factory workers had higher levels of lead in their blood with a matched group of children. Each child was matched with a child in the control group. We can test the hypothesis that the difference is too large to occur by chance. The data consisted of one tie, 29 pairs where they had a higher level, and 5 pairs where they had a lower level. And so what I'm going to do is when I open StatCrunch, I don't have the differences. I don't have the level values of the control group and the experimental group so that I can subtract them. I just have whether they were higher or lower or tied. But remember, the sign test only relies on the sign of that difference, not what the number is. So a -2 or a -50 is treated the same in the sign test. So I'm able to just put in one tie. I'd put a 0 in. 29 had a higher level, so I'm going to put in 29 ones. And those are just positive numbers. I could put in 29 10s, 29 50s, whatever I wanted as long as it was a positive number. A little tedious, but not too bad. All right, there's 29, and then I had 5 pairs where it had a lower number, and so I'm going to put a -1 5 different times. All right, now I have all the data in. And so I can go to Stat, Non-Parametric, Sign Test, click that column. My hypothesis test is whether the median, if the lead value is higher than, so that difference is greater than 0, which it looks like if I have 29 positives. We'll see, and I compute. I get a p-value of almost 0. And remember, S can either be 5 or S can be 29, the number above or the number below. So let's go ahead and look at our question. I'm going to press continue. The test I'm doing wants to know whether children whose parents are exposed to lead at work have a higher lead level than children whose parents are not exposed. So higher level, larger for the experimental group, not the control group. Check that answer. Looks good. S, let's put the number of positives since we're checking whether they're greater than. The p-value we found was 0. And so it's so small we're going to reject the null hypothesis. We're going to reject that the median levels in the blood are the same. There is some evidence that it's larger in the experimental group. And that gives me the answer. Also, on the essay questions on the final exam, when I ask for a decision, I'm asking for this first part, just reject H0 or do not reject H0. And when I ask for a conclusion, I'm asking for this second part, for you to write some kind of sentence linking it back to the content. Hope this helps you do 13 homework and prepare for the final. Let me know if you have more questions.